Nice keys on the beat.
I'm just going to bring back up your page, and I just want you to just touch on some of the stuff which is going on your website with Afro Girls Tech. I'm not going to say much here. I'm just maybe just ask a little bit about this, and I'd like for you to just go ahead and let us know and the people know what Afrotech is up to. And
sure, if you want to scroll to the top, because I don't see the top of the page.
Just scroll up to the I was here because I was going to ask about how to just give a testament of how this works here. But let's go to the top. Go for it.
Yeah, so we just recently launched our inaugural workshop, which was called Foundations of Mastery, and we had experts from different experts in their field, whether they were from Ivy League institutions, whether they were from Fortune 500 big tech companies, and they all ran different workshops about different things, right? There was the first workshop that we did, what had to do with resume, basically building the profile of the ideal candidate, putting yourself out there online in the best way possible, whether it had to do with your resume, cover letter, LinkedIn, all of these things. And the workshop was ran by an executive in basically human resources. So he knows exactly what they're looking for. He knows exactly the kind of keywords that people search for, because we've spoken about AI. People don't actually read resumes online anymore. There are algorithms that peruse resumes. And if your first 6 words don't have keywords that they need, your resume is tossed to the side. So we have those insights on what the keywords are that algorithms are looking for. And another instructor was talking about things like agile technology, for example, frameworks and other types of frameworks that you can use while you're already at work for different projects, whether you're a project manager, whether you're a scrum master, whether you're an IT professional, or whether you are even doing, I don't like the word secretary anymore. I think executive assistant. There we go. So just definitely frameworks that you can use on the job, and those using specific tools as well. And other workshops were in terms of pathways to success and confidence. We had an expert talk to us about soft skills, talk to us about the importance of mentorship, having a mosaic of people around you, and the tools and ways to reach that. So basically moving from impossible to possible. That was the title of that talk. And I think that was the most popular one.
From a level 2 to a level 8.
Basically, to level 10.
Right? It's definitely time for everyone to make it to level 10. Double, do you have anything else? Otherwise, I think we'll give Miss Linda the floor to close us out. First of all, you have to give a book recommendation, one book recommendation, and then close us out. But first, Double. Right, sir.
Yeah, on our show, when we start the show, we usually say champions.
Guys,
thanks for watching this, because you've met a real champion.
Yeah,
in the flesh.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a champion, Miss Linda there. Anything?
I thought, man, that's why we say champions, man.
Well, listen. Miss Linda, you get the last word, okay? Just let people know whatever you want to let them know. Let the world know whatever you want to let them know. And finally, recommend to us one book. If there was a book that you recommend for anyone to read, right? And just drop the name.
In terms of the book, there's a book that has really impacted me, but I want to, since I think your listeners are mostly, what is the demographic of your listeners actually?
Bitcoiners, people interested in finances, people who want to enhance their foundation.
Freedom.
I was going to say enhance the foundation of mastery, but I don't think it will flow well. But I think it's really along the lines of people want that self-sovereignty, control over their money, and want to see that mindset shift in society.
So the first book I read, 24 years old, was my first professional personal development book I ever read, was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But the book that I want to recommend to you is Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Dennis Kimbro, because it's more
not that,
your demographic.
Now let me write this down real quick.
Listen, Linda, you keep catching us up.
What?
Right.
There's a black version of that book now?
Yes,
Okay.
there is.
I literally just made a list of books because I'm flying out tomorrow, and there's a couple of audiobooks I want to listen to while I fly. And
Mhm.
I added one to the list. So Stinking Go Rich.
Yes, A Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough. It's actually one of my mentors who suggested that book to me because, even Think and Grow Rich, the first few chapters, you can tell that the language is very outdated. It was about, wealthy white men. Um, so, but, you take what you can from these types of books and you leave the rest. That's what I've learned. Knowledge is important, but also reading our own people is also important. So just make sure that even if and another book that I could recommend, I'm not sure
Go for it.
if that's okay.
Go
It's
for it.
Know Thyself.
No.
And I think that's by Naeem Akbar, if I'm not mistaken.
Naheem.
Know thyself. I think it might be. I'll pull it up here actually.
I think it's by him. And that's a mindset book, definitely. It will be something different than a lot of people have read before, but I want you to open your mind, and it's different than the status quo. So just take it with a grain of salt. But it's really about mindset shifts. It's about personal development. It's about spirituality. It's about all of these different things that make a difference. And sometimes we don't realize it. So,
Incredible. All right. Well, we have this Know Thyself, but Nahim Akbar. Okay. And we also have Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. I just pulled up a quick Google situation here for it, but absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check that out. Anything else you wanted to share with the audience before we close it out?
mm, I would definitely say thank you all for having me on this platform.
You're welcome.
I think that it's important to continue conversations and share information like we're doing today, and just try to demystify as much as we can our realities and the situations that we find ourselves in, but also find solutions. So, like I said, I'm working on being a high performance leadership coach, and I am accepting 50 hours of free coaching for a few people. So, those of you who are willing to help me in this journey, we will help each other and grow in that way. So, I would say, and there's a quote by JFK that I really like. It's a rising tide lifts all boats. So, this rising tide that we are joining, that we haven't started because it's been going on for months, are finally opening their eyes. And I think it's important that we keep doing what we do. And as much as you may fall down, as much as you may have been away for a few months, 3 months, even a few years, it's never too late to get back up and start again and continue where you left off. So never give up. That's my quote.
AfroGirlsTech.org, ladies and gentlemen. Miss
AFRO
yeah,
Girls
Tech.org.
Tech.org.
Love it. Miss Linda Founding. It's been an honor and a pleasure. It's truly inspirational seeing what you're up to. We love it, and I think we're all better for it. Especially for anyone who watches this video. I think there is definitely a lot to be learned, a lot to be gained from this. And I hope, I pray, okay, that some of the young women who are watching this video will definitely catch serious inspiration and understand that this is the life that we live. Things are not always going to be easy, but you have to be resilient. You have to keep pushing, right? Resistance builds growth. It's part of life, right? So really appreciate you coming on. We hope that you come back again and join us so we can take this even further, right? Really appreciate it. It's been a beautiful, beautiful conversation. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, anything you want to say?
She came to sprinkle the seeds, but she exploded the seeds.
Incredible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Brazen out.
Champions. Double O out.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.